there was this client, and they're still a client, and they're super cool, and we became really good friends. They became our clients like in 2014 or something like that. And they said, hey, would you be able to help us look for an operator for our business here in San Diego? I said, sure. So what we did is we did a search in our LinkedIn and through our contacts for operators for this company. So we lined up 5 interviews of the top 5 candidates. So what they did is they came from Mexico with their offer, their proposal for the interviewers, and they interviewed them and they present them their proposal. Out of those 5, 3 stormed out of the conference room, calling them names. Like, I was so scared of the ramifications that those 5 interviews would have not given us, but to the company, that I was like, holy fuck, they're screwed. They're not going to get from the ground up. They're dead. That's it. So when I saw the 3rd person storm out, I went into the room and said, hey, you know what? What's going on? What are you guys asking? What are you guys telling them? Like, oh yeah, no, we're asking them this, we're asking them that. I'm like, dude, you know that you're in California, you're in San Diego, and those questions would be considered discriminatory. Those questions carry sanctions, penalties, civil penalties. They can actually file a complaint against you for harassment. It's like, oh, those questions are normal in Mexico. Well, you're in the US. So when you come from another country or to another state, be aware of which questions to ask, what can you ask, how can you ask them. There's multiple ways of asking them, like about their religion. You can ask them about their religion, because that can be discriminatory. That can be construed as, oh, if they're Catholic and I'm Jewish, and they ask me what religion was I, and I said Jewish, and then they don't give me the job, you're screwed. You can be sued for discrimination. So be very careful on what you ask in those interviews. Okay? Be very careful. You cannot ask for their age. You cannot ask birth date, graduation date. You cannot ask. You can ask for references, and then once you hire them, you can ask them for documentation. You cannot ask them about if they're pregnant, their marital status. You can ask questions for them to voluntarily give you that information. You can ask them questions about their religion indirectly, so they can voluntarily, indirectly answer that question. You can ask them if they drive like alcohol or smoking because you like going out for happy hour. You cannot ask that. Okay? So be very careful how and what you ask.